MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Astros and the Oakland A's. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. Mike Minor is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Stepping into the box, George Springer. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Now here's the pitch. Popped him up. Olsen waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. In his career against Mike Minor, he has an even 10 hits in 24 at-bats. He also has 1 home run, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Michael Brantley. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Grossman is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. So a fairly painless top of the first, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Zach Greinke, one of the most complete pitchers in the game of baseball. 4-pitch mix. I don't think anybody commands the fastball as well as Zach Greinke. Up, down, in and out. He can dot the fastball. Good curveball, good change. Has the slider that he'll throw to both righties and lefties. If Zach Greinke brings his A game, he can shut anybody down.
Tommy La Stella is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. Pulled toward right center field. Springer has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. One out, nobody on. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. In there, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Tucker. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Alex Bregman. Starts him out with the knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike one. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
And this one bounds around against the wall. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double. In now, Kyle Tucker. Fouled off. Bregman leads off second with nobody out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
This is where a strikeout pitcher has such a big advantage. Runner on second and no outs. It's definitely a strikeout situation in order to keep that runner from getting to third with less than 2 outs. When you can do it, it changes the whole strategy of the inning.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's out number 2. In now, Josh Reddick. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Reddick, a native of Georgia. He was a 17th round pick during the first-year player draft. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And this one is gone. A home run.
Normally this matchup is the last thing you want to see, left on left, but he kept his front shoulder square, stayed in that at bat, and absolutely demolished that baseball.
To the plate now, Martin Maldonado. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Grossman will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 3-0 Houston. Last half of the second set to go, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Matt Olson.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
There is Altuve. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
And he falls behind 0-2. Greinke has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
Mark Canha is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is going to get foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. A's are gone in order. They trail in this one 3-0.
Leading off for the Astros, the center fielder.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And he got him.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
And it's fouled away. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard hit ball to second. Stella fields it cleanly. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Michael Brantley settles in to hit at the plate. Fouled away. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The 0-1 pitch. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Batting it, the third baseman,
Jake Lamb standing in now. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke.
0-1.
Here's the 0-1. Lamb playing here in his age 29 season. He was taken in the 6th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big league.
And now this is bobbled out in center. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. So now to the plate, Sean Murphy, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 2 men are in scoring position for him, so he'll look to make this a 1-run game with a base hit here. Fastball hit on the ground is short. He's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Marcus Semien comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Hit out towards second. The second for 1. Over to Gurriel for an inning-ending double play. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on the show right after this. All set for the start of the fourth, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Alex Bregman. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Little chopper down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Stepping in now, Kyle Tucker. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Lifted in the air out to left. Grossman is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. At the plate, Yuli Gurriel. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And that one is gone! It's a solo homer for Yuli Gurriel, and the Astros have taken a 4-1 lead.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing 1 more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
Carlos Correa is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Simeon's there. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Josh Reddick. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone. Standing in now, Martin Maldonado, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Piscotty's there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Astros 6 and the A's 1. So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Liner towards second. And this will get over his glove as he couldn't quite get up all the way. It's a base hit.
Now back, first baseman, Matt Olson.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Called strike 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Has a look, now the pitch. Now a ground ball for Altuve, could be 2. 1 there on to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 8.
So base is empty now after the double play, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Robbie Grossman. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Reddick to the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. A's go quietly there. They trail 6-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said that anytime you can put 6 runs on the board, you have to feel pretty good about it. And you know that a lot of little things are going right. Now, it's just a matter of maintaining that through the rest of the game. Guys?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off the center fielder, number 2.
Chris Bassett, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the A's, number 40, Fred.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. Behind 0-2 now. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Up next to the Astros, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So one away here with the bases empty, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Six runs, 5 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Up next to the Astros, the designated hitter.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
The 3-1 is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Laureano retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Astros plate 2 on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 8 and the A's 1. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Athletic.
Thank you, Heidi.
The designated hitter.
First pitch of the at-bat. Mark Canha will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Your idea of working a count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Now a swing and a ball grounded to second. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Ramon Laureano is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The third baseman, number 4.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
A base hit in his first trip. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping in, Sean Murphy. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball, 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything...
The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it an 8-3 ball game.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
Hey, there's a base hit right there on a changeup. Maybe not a good idea to throw this guy back-to-back changeups.
Yeah, he seemed to be timing that first one. He let the first one go by, Dan. He was not going to let the second one go by. Nice job right there staying through that baseball.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and digging into bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
This is popped up. Lamb moving to his left. He's got it 1 away. Here's Carlos Correa now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fouled off. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Hit in the air to right field. Piscotty's on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Josh Reddick will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. So stepping in, Marcus Semien. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground is short, and he'll have himself a leadoff single as this is through into left.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there, but he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
At the plate, Stephen Piscotty, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a...
And that is through into center field, a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but They're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
No hits to this point. Drives it out to deep right center field. Back goes Springer. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to spell the end of the afternoon for Zack Greinke. So he does work the requisite 5 innings for the win, but he leaves his bullpen a tough road to hoe. Josh James takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 39.
Here's Robbie Grossman.
The left fielder, Robbie.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And it's now an 8-7 ball game.
The designated hitter.
So now it's Mark Canha. And right into the shift. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Ramon Laureano. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. And they start him out away with a called strike. Hit on the ground to third. Bregman fields it cleanly. Throw gets him 2 down.
The third baseman, number 4.
Stepping up now, Jake Lamb. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And gone. An absolute bomb. It's a solo home run for Jake Lamb, as that makes this an 8-all ball game.
Now batting.
Into the box, Sean Murphy. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. We're through 6 full, and we are deadlocked at 8 apiece. Stepping in, Martin Maldonado. And it was quite a turn of events we witnessed in the last half. A lot of runs put up on the board, and we've got a very close game on our hands now. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Martin Maldonado goes down for the first out in the 7th inning. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Oh, and that is right there for strike 2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Grounded down the third baseline. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw goes to third for the third baseman, but the throw is wild. But it's offline. He scores. And they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Here's Michael Brantley. He's set. Here it comes. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he popped him up. And this will land foul. Here's a pop-up now. Bassett is there. 2 gone. Alex Bregman will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Comes set, the 0-1. High pop-up. Olsen is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Houston leads this one 9-8. Blake Taylor gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 62, Blake Taylor.
Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now some action out in the Houston bullpen, as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line to the right side, but a foul ball.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reddick has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
The batter, number 10.
Ready for another chance? Marcus Semien. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for strike 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
To the plate now, Stephen Piscotty. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And here's a ball hit in the air. But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Line drive to center field. Springer is there. 2 gone. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Comes set, the 0-1.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Yuli will take this one himself, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Oakland. Still down a run. It's a 9-8 ball game. Into the box.
Leading off for the Astros, the left fielder, number 30.
Yasmera Petit has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Now pitching for the A's, number 36, Yasmera.
First pitch on its way. Behind 0-2 now. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, the ball flying out at near record pace.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Settling in now, Carlos Correa. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here's the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground for Simeon at short. Throw on to Olson will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They lead it 9-8. Enoli Paredes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 60, Enoli Paredes.
Robbie Grossman will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Line to the right side, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now the A's designated hitter, Mark Canha. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there for strike 1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Springer. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Number 22.
So striding in, Ramon Laureano. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 8 runs on 13 hits. 2 errors for the Athletics so far. High in the air out towards shallow right. Reddick coming on. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. Still down a run. It's a 9-8 ball game. Lou Trevino enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Here comes the first pitch, and we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. To short, hit hard, taken in by Simeon. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Into the box now, Martin Maldonado. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. This is foul right side. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Maldonado behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. The 1-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. LaStella onto the grass. But it's the shortstop that gets there. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They lead it 9-8. Ryan Presley comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Jake Lamb will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Pitch on the way. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Into the box, Sean Murphy. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. On to first, and now the A's are down to their final out. Here's Tommy LaStella now. Here comes the first pitch.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that for a strike.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Frankie Montes will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 47, Frankie Montes.
And he gets ahead 0-1. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Slow roller left side. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
The close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. The Stros get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Josh James earns the victory on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First